Hello everyone, welcome to the Hello World by Nita channel. Sorry about my voice, I'm still having my cough and cold, so it might sound very harsh or very soft. I don't know how it's gonna sound, but yes, I'm Nita and I'm from India. Thank you for clicking on the video. And I know if you have clicked on this video, you wanna know if you haven't watched, if you wanna know that how possessed love reality show turned out to become. And honestly saying, I actually was, the when I thought of watching it, I actually thought, should I watch it or should I not watch it? Because when people who practice divination, like if they are shaman, a saju reader, a tarot card reader, if they are people who are like people who tell you your fortune, tell you what's gonna come next for you, if they are people like that, they are people who are gonna believe in fate and destiny because they work in that line. So, one thing I was 100% sure is that they might have to choose between their fate and the person they love. Because, it always happens. It happens in your life, it happens in everyone's life. It's just that the person you are fated to be with, you don't get close to them. But the person whom you are not fated with, you fall for them. It always happens, guys. It's not unusual. At least for me, it's not unusual. And at least for people who I have seen, it's not unusual. Never knew I would be saying this in public because I am not allowed to do it. But I used to do tarot card reading. I did it for people. And yeah, I just took a break from the readings. Um, I wouldn't say it's a personal reason, but then, because I wanted to take a break. It's not like there were some reasons or I did not have time. But tarot card readings takes a lot of your energy. I mean, you have to be on a good energy level to give out that energy to the other person. So that if your bad energy clashes with the other person whose reading you are doing, it might affect the answers. Some people might not believe that, but it does happen. So, since I am like new here, new with the job, new with everything, I knew I'm gonna have ups and downs here. So I was just like, let's take a year of break from the readings and maybe I'll start after I go to Singapore. I always did online readings, guys. And they don't even know it was me because I never showed my face. I just hope this video doesn't reach my parents or reach my family because they are gonna just chop me off. I'm not chop me off, but then they won't be happy with what I'm doing. But guys, that's like everyone's beliefs. Each and every person have their own beliefs, so that's the thing. So what I was gonna say was, yeah, when I used to do readings, right, dad readings, one thing I had to be sure of was my emotion is balanced. Not angry, not sad, not too happy, not something too much in excess, especially not negative. I shouldn't be in a negative position because that's going to affect the readings. That's something which always always affects the readings. So when I was watching this possessed love, right? So it starts with there are four guys and four girls. So they each person has their own Saju readings, okay? Like the date of birth, month, year, and the animal. The animal doesn't signify the year of what they were born, but it's rather like the date. I mean, the whole of the calculations. Because I don't know, I really feel Saju is all about calculations, and it's difficult because I'm not a math person. So that's the thing. For guys, for girls, it's just symbols, the date of birth, month, and year. That's it. No name, nothing. So whenever you see a symbol, right? Whenever you see a red ox, white sheep, it's like that. Red ox, white sheep, red rooster. All those animal symbols were there. And it doesn't signify the year at all. It signifies something different. And these people don't have the idea of it. But when they enter, and the first thing that strikes them, because people who are Saj readers, who are shamans, who are tarot card readers, have high intuitions. And of course, shamans have deities that they worship and they get answers from for the people. And sometimes they ask for themselves as well. So here they ask the deities help, or they go with their intuition or the divine power to help them understand as which slate person is meant for them. So they each chose one according to their own methods. Like the Saju readers have, some of them have brass coins through which they, three brass coins which they throw, and then they do calculations, and there are a lot of things which I can never understand for the Saju thing. But for Tatka readers, it's simple, very simple. You ask a question, you shuffle the cards, and you ask the question, if this person is meant for me, or is he destined for me, or is he gonna be with me for a long term, whatever question you ask for, and you take out three cards. It will give you direct answers. Direct. And one of the tarot card reader actually got the lover's card, which is just shown to her that yes, this guy is meant for you. And she was sure that this guy is actually meant for me and is actually fated for me. But they chose, right? They did all of that. They did all the calculation, everything. They asked the deities, they got the answers, and they knew whom to choose. And they chose that person, but they don't know the name. They just know the readings. That's it. But all these readings, all these readings were shown at the end when you're gonna make your final decision. That time it was shown whom did you choose to the destiny partner, right? It was shown at the end. You won't believe. No one was with the destined partner except one couple. That also was like they were in ruins, I would say. I'm not ruins, they were in a lot of misunderstandings. Because one would not speak much and another one would just see the situation and misunderstand. So it was like that. And I was like, it was not something that surprised me because, you know, there are times when you want to defy fate. Because there were people who thought, like, there were people who knew who was destined for them, but they still went with the people whom they liked. So yes, it is what it is. Because at the end, even the readers told that, I mean, the people who attended the reality show, right? Even like whoever did the readings for the destined partner, they said that they did not come there to make the readings come true. They came here to find a person that they want to spend their life with. Because in that line, it's very hard to find a person to love. It's always hard. Because, I mean, no one wants to stay with a person who has higher intuition and like knows everything, what's gonna come next, what's gonna happen next. I mean, no one wants to be with them, of course, right? So it might be scary for some people. So, it was not a surprise for me the way it turned out, the way the couples chose the people that they loved instead of going with the fated ones. So, that's one thing I knew was gonna happen, and it happened. And the couple that I was rooting for was the exorcist shaman and a tarot card reader. I feel those two were like, they were the best couple, because the guy was helping her even though he knew that she loves someone else. But because of the both of, yeah, these two couples, I'll tell you, the guy, the exorcist and the tarot card reader is there, right? These two met up later. But before that, she, the tarot card reader, used to like another shaman whom who were fated. Like they chose each other in that first choosing round when they just had slates, right? Both of them had chosen each other, but it did not work out because there were a lot of misunderstandings. They did not speak out. They did not, you know, conversations are something that's very important. And she did not converse with him, neither did he converse with her, but they were going with the readings. They can't speak with, I mean, they were not speaking with each other. They're taking out the tarot card. The girl is taking out her tarot cards to ask for an answer. He's taking out his shaman flags to ask for an answer. There you go. I know. See, this is a difference between them and us. We are people who tend to look for answers. We go and ask them like, why are you doing this? Why are you like not speaking to me properly? Why is this happening between us? But they are like, they believe in the fate. They believe in the destiny. They are like, if this guy is not meant to be with me, he won't. If this girl is not meant to be with me, she won't. And they believe the readings thoroughly. And I will say you one thing. In this whole series, I mean this whole reality show, there was this one guy who knew what was going to happen, but he thought it might not happen. But everything was happening the way he saw it in his intuition. Whatever he saw it was slowly unfolding. And this thing eaten, like it ate him so much that he was continuously doing readings, like continuously he was doing such readings, going on and on and on. And once you go through that, right, you get stuck in that loop of yours, which will never be able to break free from yourself. That's one thing I have gone through, because that card is something I started learning when I was going through breakup. I mean, I broke up and I was looking for answers. Why? Because I couldn't ask him. Great. I mean, I know this was not a good start for me to learn tarot, because this is a time of healing. Yes, you can pick up tarots at that time for yourself, but then you can't keep on doing readings for yourself, because you are in not a good state to do a reading for yourself, because you are having a high fluctuation of emotions. You're being sad, you're being angry, you're having anxiety all over you, you are not happy, and it's not a time to do a reading for yourself. And I did that, and I was in that stuck loop. Every day I used to read for myself, like, why did he leave me? Why did this happen? Why did that happen? Why did this happen? Enormous questions I asked the cards, and the cards always told me the same answer: death. Which means you must start a new beginning. This is the end of the relationship. You can't keep asking for new answers. You can't keep asking for something that's already done in your life. You won't believe the amount of time I got death in my cards. And since I'm a Scorpio, that just makes full sense. If you know, If you know zodiac and if you know tarot, you know what I'm speaking about. Scorpio is always death. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, so I very very much related to this thing in the reality show, that cards will give you an answer, but communication is a very very must, because communication will give you much better answer of the person that you are worried about. The tarot cards will show you the answers, which you might not like hearing it. So yeah, I mean, honestly saying, the reason why after that, after I came out from that loop of tarot cards, I actually wanted to bring it to those people who wanted healing in their lives, who wanted to look for a new lover, who were looking for lovers they could never get. That's the reason why I started reading for them. And it was a great experience because I was doing tarot reading as well as counseling. So I had a great time when I used to do those. And most probably after a year, I'll start again. Till then, I don't know if y'all remember I was a tarot reader. But then, you can always come to me for readings. But I'm not gonna say where I do my readings because, oh my goodness, if my parents find that, I am gonna be left and right screwed. These, I'll tell you one thing. No one knows I do tarot readings. Like, no one. Like, no one. Like, family, sister, mother, brother, father, friend. No one knows it. No one. Like, the way I did it so secretively for these many years. I don't know how I pulled it off, but I did pull it off somehow. But yeah, it's just, I don't know. I just feel like, tarot cards are like, it doesn't show you, I mean, it does show you very specifically of the answers you are looking for, but it depends on what you choose. The cards will differ after that. Whatever you choose, right, whatever answer you're looking for, you might get an answer right now, but after that answer, if you go and do something else, the cards will change the next day. Trust me, it always does, because it depends on you how you make your decision and how you want to make things happen. So we are just the counselors. I can't even say we are the divine and the intervention and everything, like we know everything. It's not that. And Scorpios are very good with intuitions, and that's the whole reason why I started tarot reading, because I don't know, I didn't even learn tarot readings. Like, I just started reading for myself for a month or something, and I caught up. I know what to do, everything. And I don't do anything dark, guys. So don't worry. I don't do anything dark, though I'm wearing black. I don't do anything dark. It's all pure. I do nothing bad with those cards. I do everything for the good. Nothing bad. I don't support bad stuff. So yeah. And yes, that's it. And Possess Love reality show, if you haven't watched, if you're interested in stuff like this, you should really, really watch, because it gave me goosebumps as how correct everything was. Like, how everyone's intuition was working on point many times. And yeah, one thing was that, whenever you are with people who have higher intuitions, it might jam yours. And that's the reason why you might not be able to, there are times when you have high intuition and you can read through people, but if you are in a room with full of high intuition people, you might not be able to read the people's at all. You won't be able to read at all. That's what I saw in the Possessed Love, that reality show, because no one was being able to read the other person. Because of that, they were like, what's running in her mind, what's running in his mind, will they choose, whom will she choose. It was like a whole drama there, because if this was outside, they would be able to know as what's running in their mind and what they want, because it's easy for people like whoever have high intuition. But yes, I love that show. Like, I loved Possessed Love a lot. And Stray Kids Han also watched it. I mean, he's my bias, so maybe following the bias. It's just, I guess I watched it last month, maybe. Last month or this? I don't think so. It's this month. I most probably it's last month. I just wanted to speak about it. Reminiscing of the past, so just wanted to speak about it. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. And please do like, subscribe, and comment as what video would you like to see next. Annyeong! Bye bye!